Let me ask you something. When did you stop believing in yourself? Not completely, but when did that quiet voice start creeping in that says, maybe it's too late? Maybe that dream wasn't realistic. Maybe I should just be satisfied with what I have. Because the truth is this, most people don't wake up one morning and decide to stop believing in themselves. It happens slowly. So slowly that most people don't even realize that it's happening. Pull up a chair for a second. Let's talk about this. Because if you're watching this and you're in your 30s or your 40s or maybe even your 50s, there's a good chance life looks a little different than what you imagined it would look like when you were younger. Responsibilities started to show up. Bills showed up. Careers shifted and changed. People started depending on you. And slowly, the dreams that you once had, they started moving further and further into the background. Not because they disappeared, but because life just got louder. And after talking to a lot of people over the years, I've noticed something. There are three things that almost always happen when people start losing belief in themselves. If you've been feeling stuck lately, one of these three might be happening to you right now. So let's talk about them. Life gets loud. The first reason people stop believing in themselves is simple. Life starts lifing. It gets loud. Work gets louder. Responsibilities get louder. Stress gets louder. Expectations, they get louder. And when life gets louder, it seems like dreams seem to get quiet. But here's the important thing I want you to hear. Just because something has been quiet for a while doesn't mean that it's gone. Sometimes it's just waiting for you to listen again. When is the last time you just paused so that you can listen to life again? Think about that. The second thing I believe that changes and shifts, it all comes down to comparison. When you're younger, you compare yourself to possibility. But later in life, some things change. You start comparing yourself to other people, right? Specifically, their progress. You look and you start seeing how far they've gotten, the things that they've accomplished, the things that they've done. And you start thinking, they're already successful. They started earlier than I did, right? Maybe you even say things like, I probably missed my window. Have you ever said that before? But comparison is a trap and it has a way of distorting your reality. Your timeline was never supposed to look like someone else's. Honestly, your path, it's just that. It's your path. Now, let me keep it 100 with you. I know this comparison thing is hard. And whether you say it out loud or whether you're really thinking it quietly, we think about it. We think about what other people have done. Even in this journey on YouTube, you're looking at other people. Man, they have 100,000 views on this video. And some of you probably even saying things like this. Man, they ain't no better than me. I could be doing the same thing. And you're absolutely correct. But you're not going to be able to do the same thing when you're comparing your journey to someone else's journey. See, when you're comparing yourself to other people, you're not comparing apples to apples. Their story is not your story. Their journey is not your journey. What they have done to get to where they are is not necessarily what you have done. So sometimes you just got to put those blinders on and stay focused on your journey. Listen to me. Your time will come. You just got to keep on moving and keep on going. So stop comparing yourself to everybody else's progress. The third reason, and honestly, this might be the most dangerous reason, we start listening to the wrong voice. And I'm not even talking about other people. I'm talking about the voice inside of your head. You know that voice, the one that says you're too late, the one that says you're not ready, the one that says you're not good enough. The one that you pay so much attention to every single day. And it becomes believable to you. Why does it become believable? Because you hear it over and over and over again. And the more you hear it, the more you're prone to stop. How many of you have started and stopped? Why? Yeah, because of that voice. But if I'm being honest, this is the part that really breaks my heart. Most people never stopped having the dream. They just stopped believing that they were allowed to pursue it. I don't know why that happened, but it does. So if that's where you are right now, let me tell you something directly. You're not too late. You're not too old. And the person you once believed in could still be. That person is still on the inside of you. Sometimes the hardest thing a person can do is simply this: believe again. Y'all, the world doesn't need more perfect people. The world needs people who are willing to believe again, willing to try again, to create again, to dream again. Because the truth is this: your story isn't finished. It's not even close. And if somewhere along the way you stop believing in yourself, maybe today is the day that you need to start again. And if this resonated with you, watch the next video here where I share 5 lessons that I learned after posting over 500 videos on YouTube. Because sometimes the breakthrough you're waiting for is closer than you think. I'll hit you on the next one.